Okay, time to wrap it up for this March the 4th, 2015. How does time fly? Yeah, we've had a good day. We came in as sellers, and we thought 2105, 2110 would work. Then we lowered it to 2105. We thought the 95 to 90 area would work, and it turns out to be 85 to 90 is where support was. So big trades. Retest failure trade right here, set up nicely. If you miss leg number 1, here's leg number 2, and even leg number 3. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe the selling is over. I get a higher low right here, get a small winner. It's a plus. That's your first leg. Come back over in here. These two Bs would have worked. Here's a retest failure right there. Here's another B trade right here. Either one of these two would have produced winners, and so on and so forth. So we came in with the idea of being a seller today. That turned out to be correct. The market got about 5 points deeper than I thought it was going to go. The 50-lot trader, long on the opening, and right in this area, right in here, the 50-lot trader starts to buy, and they pretty much stay on the buy side till right here. That bar. And then they dump a little, and now they're kind of here. So my guess is we're probably going to, like it's been for 3 hours, we're probably going to close this thing in the 95, 96 area. Big news coming tomorrow, what the European Central Bank's quantitative easing program actually looks like. The amount's supposed to be $60 billion per month. It's supposed to last for 2 years. 720, so we've got 1.4 trillion in support for the European sovereign debt bank market. And the United States, because people have to save, or some people have to save for the retirement, about half our population does, a lot of paper gets into the public's hands. In Europe, because of the welfare state, socialism, nobody has to save for the retirement if they don't want to. And so the sovereign debt is bought by banks. And that means that European banks, the big banks, are in trouble over there off this impending default or defaults in sovereign debt from the PIGS nations and or others. We had another Austrian bank fail this past week, so not all just the PIGS nations. Okay, looking at the F1 screen, and this is where, is money coming into the market or coming out? So money's coming out, so the F1 screen has us as a seller. Now, if the F1 information is in conflict with the F2 information, it usually means trading range. And you can see that we have a P on a one-day basis put in backwards. And so what we have down here, a P in a down market, is short covering. So we've got Friday's non-farm payroll number, and we have tomorrow's ECB rate decision, QE. And some people obviously are taking profits on that. So my guess is, given Friday's non-farm payroll number, that we'll look at another trading range tomorrow. So today we probed lower, and the market rejected prices below 87. Perhaps tomorrow we probe higher, and we'll see. Take a look at that 2105, 2110 area. Now, having said that, 2100 is a very round number, and that's where resistance is. So, assuming a close right here, our first sell is going to be 99 to 01, and our second sell is going to be 4 to 6. And why are we doing it right here? Because this is resistance. And if we can't get through 2100, then there should be more to come on the downside. On the buy side, 90.92 stops beneath that L right there. Could take us down to that 90.92 area, then back to our 85.87 from this morning. So that's it for everybody's favorite contract, the E-mini. Tomorrow's news. Challenger job cuts comes in late. Jobless claims at 295. That's kind of the default number. Productivity revised minus 2.3. Unit labor cost revised plus 2.9. The big number tomorrow after jobless claims will be factory orders plus 0.6%. But again, I think it's going to be a trading range because of that non-farm payroll number. Okay, on the note, F1 lower high, lower low, that makes us a seller. And what does it look like on the F2 screen? And we have a double distribution right here, but it is definitely leaning B. So these are in agreement. So my guess is we're probably looking at a trading range tomorrow. And we got a little higher. So let's make 1 to 5 our sell zone. We'll pick up the top of value right here. Come and pick up this top of this area right in here. And then 7 to 11. Obviously, you got to get through 31 to get there. And let's just go ahead and do it that way. That way you don't have to get cute. 31s to 03s. Keep everybody on the same page, so on. And that will pick up that point right there. You know, you gotta be able to get a trade or position on to win. We had a 21.25 this morning, so we'll leave that out there, and we'll put a question mark at 29. If the E-mini dumps, it's going to take 29s to get in. If the E-mini manages to rally back, leaning against that 26.16 to 20 area makes a lot of sense, and then 13 to 17 for buy two. Looking at the 30-year, similar situation. I think we have a trading range tomorrow, but if you have to make a trade, it'd be from the short side. So 17 to 21, buy one, pretty much where we were today. And then 9 to 13 for buy two. $31 to 03. Like to do that higher. 7-11. We don't have any trouble making my number 2 points, and I always, at the end of the day, why in the hell didn't you just go with your number 2 point? I haven't conquered that demon yet, so. Don't have a good answer either. Okay, definitely think the gold is on hold until Draghi speaks tomorrow. And we were looking for a close around 1200. We got it for the day session, but it's come off a little bit. Eric used to say after the day session closed and they start to jockey for the gold ETFs on the stock market, you get some retracement. And it generally goes with the flow. So if gold sold that day, there would be liquidation in the ETFs too. 95, 97, buy one. 90, 92, buy two. On the sell side, we'll make it 3 to 5, sell one. And 8 to 10, sell two. And looking for a move, unless it's leaked, to come after the announcement tomorrow. But crude is all over the map, and I mean, bad news is good news is bad news, and not getting a hell of a lot of follow through. Selling, and there's talk tape chatter that $60 is where we're headed. So, I mean, I don't know where we're headed. But right now, looks like 52. 52 and a quarter will be sell 1. And then 50 to 75 will be sell 2. And on the buy side, the breakout came from 51.19, so 51, 51 and a quarter, buy 1. And then 50 and a quarter, 50.50 for buy 2. We did build 10 million barrels today. That's a lot. Okay, I think we're going to get some short covering in the euro sometime in the night session. I mean, they really run this thing down a bunch, so I'm more inclined to be on the buy side. Okay, we got stops below 65, so we'll make 50 to 60, buy 1. And if we break this 50 area, I'm going to make it 110 to 10.10 even for buy 2. And this thing can really get thumped. Okay, we got a break at 111, so sell 1 is going to be 111. And then our 1140 to 50 for sell 2. So I think the action is going to come pretty quickly in the night session. And selling into 111 is the trade. Get a little short covering when London opens. And if London can't break the overnight day session low, or we reject prices in the night session, we start back up in short covering before Draghi speaks is where I think the action will be. So that's it, folks. Another great day of trading. Hey, we're getting pretty good at this, you have to admit. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see you at 6:45 Central, and we'll await the action by the Bank of England and Draghi. Y'all have a great evening. See you in the morning.